Are you struggling to stay consistent with your manifestation practices? If so, we've got Operation Manifestation Transformation. 3 months going all in on yourself. In March, we've got The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. In April, it's all about abundance. Universe, show us the money. And May is May I Believe in Myself. Self-love, self-worth, and confidence. If you want to join a community of like-minded people, join Operation Manifestation Transformation at pawspenny.com. What's up, manifestors? We are back with the Manifest Movement, and I am Yvonne Trakian, and I'm here to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, because I still identify as a lawyer, even though I am not practicing law anymore. Well, not really anyway. So today I was like, what am I going to go into the studio and talk about? And then I realized, why don't I just talk about what happened to me this morning in the gym? Because it makes so much sense to talk about what's actually relevant in my life. Because if it's going on in my life, it's going on in your lives too. And it is such an important topic when we are manifesting. And it is the topic of jealousy, comparison, and self-talk, right? So let's first talk about, I have gone back to the gym and I have realized something absolutely fundamental and huge. I have always been hugely into fitness. It's always been my thing, but I felt like recently, especially in 2025, that I just fell off the wagon with fitness. And I mean, like, fitness was my thing. I played basketball in school, in secondary school. I did kickboxing all throughout college. I was rarely out in college, like on nights out. I was always in the gym or at kickboxing, and always hugely into health and fitness. So when 2025 came along, and I'm trying to, even 2024, 2025, just not exercising. So I got an app and I was exercising in my home gym in the garden, and I just wasn't working out hard. I was skipping days. I was prioritizing getting reels out or social media out. And then I was like, okay, something has got to change, right? And manifestation is a decision. It's a decision. At some point, you make a decision. This shit has got to stop. I have got to stop making excuses. These constant excuses are not going to manifest anything for me. I have got to get myself out of excuse mode, out of victim mode, out of I'm too tired, I'm too busy, it's not possible for me, I'm too fat mode, whatever mode you're in, switch it off and make a decision that it is time that you are going to manifest what you want. So I just made this decision. I was like, I am going to get my fitness back. The end, full stop. But how am I going to do that? So 2024 and 2025, you did jack shit, Yvonne. So if you do the same things, you're going to get the same results. So what are you changing here? What changes are you going to make? So I was like, okay, clearly I do not have the discipline to get my ass up and exercise in my home gym, right? Because I wasn't doing it. If I was, I would do it. So I didn't have the motivation and the discipline to get up and do it at my home gym. So I joined a gym that had classes. But I realized this fundamental point, and I've said it before. When you write down your goals, when you take action and you have accountability, you're 76% more likely to achieve your goals. Where is the accountability here? Well, when you're going to classes in a gym, there's people there that you see often. You've booked the class and you don't want to cancel it. Like, it's just, some people might be like, I don't give a shit about canceling it. But if I book something and I say I'm going to do it, I want to do it. And I realized this point that I might be saying here I didn't have the motivation, I didn't have the discipline, but the reality is that my life has changed so dramatically from what it was like when I was in college, right? Like I am now married with 4 kids and I have a business to run and 4 kids to get to school, get home, do their homework. Like it is constant. So back in the day, all I had to think about was myself. Of course, I was motivated to get my ass to the gym. All I had to do was get up, go to college. By the way, if you're doing law, you have about 11 hours a week. It's jack shit. Like it's nothing. You have nothing. Uh, and all I had to do was get myself to the gym. No other worries. And I had a job as well in an Italian restaurant. But other than that, all I had to take care of was myself. The difference now is that there's so many other competing priorities from my kids, husband. You have to nurture that relationship, your marriage relationship, your kids' relationships. You're trying to keep your friendships alive to the extent that you can and trying to grow a business. So there is just a lot more to juggle in your life. So it might not really be that you lack discipline. It's just that you have so much other stuff going that you put it down the list. But listen up. We've heard it before. Your health is your wealth, right? If you're not prioritizing your health and, you know, then what are you doing, right? Because you can make excuses all day long that you're busy and you've got kids and you've got work and you've got this and you've got that. Make it your first priority. So anyway, I have been so consistent in the gym and I've realized actually my fitness has gone up quite quickly. I'm doing 3 hit and run classes a week and maybe 2 yoga classes. So I'm hitting the gym 5 days a week for 5 hard workouts. So I'm in the gym. I'm on the treadmill and we're doing this class. It's called hit and run, right? So basically what you do is that you do this run on the treadmill. So you have running mode, you have this sled mode, so like pushing heavy, and this parachute mode. And then you jump off your treadmill and you get down to do weights, then you get back on the treadmill, back to do weights, back, so it's a back and forth sort of thing. So there's this girl in the class and she is super fit, and I am like I'm it's like I'm trying to keep up with her, right? So like I'm trying to keep. Now this is a girl that's like doing a second class after that class. Like there's no open hell. I could do, first of all, I got to get my ass home. Like I've got 4 kids to get up, get breakfast and get to school. So I won't be doing a second class. But so super fit. So I try and keep up with her to the extent that I can. This is what I was telling myself. So she's gone for like a week. And I'm like, I wonder where she is. She's probably on vacation. And she comes back. She comes back and we're up on the treadmill together. And she's to my left. And I realize that like, oh, I'm running faster than her. I'm pushing the sled faster than her, because you have to, in this particular scenario, it was like, let's say it was like a 100-meter sprint, 50-meter sled, back to the sprint, back to the sled. So it was clear who was doing what and where you were. And I was like, damn, I'm getting fast. I'm getting good. I'm real proud of myself. And then I realized this. Her sled is way, way, way heavier than mine. So like, let's say my sled is 25 kgs on it and hers is 50 or 60. So like more than double mine. And in that moment, I have this thought of like, first up, why are you comparing yourself to her? It is totally irrelevant where she is in her fitness journey. What relevance does that have to you? That's number one. Like when we leave this gym and we both have to go to the doctor and get our bloods taken, the results of her bloods are totally irrelevant to my life. Why are you comparing yourself to her? And that is a lesson in everything. You see the girl or the guy that has the job or has the house or has the baby, or even me, doing the last manifestation challenge. And I had 365 people on it, and people that had much, much bigger followings than me messaged me to say, oh my God, if I could even get 100, I would be so happy. I kept saying to them, like, please don't compare yourself to me. Like you do you, and continue on your journey. But don't look at my stats as a reflection of your business not being as good, right? And so remember that it is a lot of people say comparison is a thief of joy. I think it's just because it's a good line, but comparison is such a low vibrational frequency. You are in somebody else's story. You are inserting yourself into somebody else's movie. For what? Why? Why are you doing it to yourself? You are just ruining your vibe. It is jealousy. Comparison is a totally low vibrational frequency. And if you're doing this, right, think about this. If somebody has something that you want, flip the script. If it exists for them, it exists for you. The universe is showing you there is room and space for everyone. You can have this too. You can have that dream job. You can have that house. You can have the soulmate. You can have the baby. You can have the podcast. You can have the book deal. It is all available to you. The universe is not holding out on you. Everyone is treated the same. Everybody gets what they believe in. Because manifestation is your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your vibrational frequency. If you're in alignment with it, it's coming. It is coming for you too. So number one, flip that script. If it exists for them, it exists for me. Then let go of why does everything happen to them? Why are they so lucky? And move to, how can this be me next? Me next. Me next. Now, how do I get there? Okay, they've got the soulmate. How do I get that soulmate? How is that possible for me? Okay, I've got to start working on my self-love, the abundance. How is that possible for me? I want the abundance. Why I got to start working on my money mindset? How is that possible for me? And 3, collapse this vision that their life is amazing. And take it back to the feelings behind that vision. So somebody has a soulmate and you want that. Well, it's love. I want to be loved. I want to have loved. I want to have a partner. I want to have a companion. I want to start my family. If it's abundance and you see, they're spending their money on the cars and the house and the holidays. Well, you want that freedom. You want that choice, right? So go back to the feelings. So I think it's probably, now I catch myself as well. I was comparing myself to somebody else's fitness journey, right? Which is totally irrelevant. Like, this girl isn't going to do the Trika or the High Rocks for me or run a marathon for me. She's not going to do any of that for me. I have to do that myself. Stay on my own treadmill. Stop looking to my left. Stop looking to my right. It is irrelevant how fast or how slow or how big weights anybody else is doing. How fast they're running is not going to get me flat abs, right? You have to remember this, that comparison, that jealousy is just sending you into a low vibe spiral. If it exists for them, it exists for you too, right? So then the other thing that I was thinking about, so I'm in a class, I'm doing the hit and run, and I'm wearing a long sleeve, and it is hot in the class, right? It is really hot. I have long pants on, long sleeve on, because it's freezing in the morning when you get up and you get out. And I'm wearing a long sleeve in the class, and I am so hot that I have a sports bra on and my pants, and I'm like, okay, I can take the top off because I'm running. I have a sports bra. And then the self-talk starts. It's like, hike up your pants there, Yvonne. Your stomach is not flat enough. You've got, God, your stomach doesn't look the same as it did when you were 20. Like, I can hear myself saying these things. I'm like, God, that girl on the treadmill, there's another girl in front of me. She took really flat stomach, like really great figure, really great outfit. And I was like, and she's not taking off her top, and she's a bit better stomach than you. I'm like, Yvonne, why are you talking to yourself like this? Awareness, though. Become aware of what you are saying to yourself. And then I just remembered, hold on a second. You got up at 5:30 a.m. this morning to get to a hit and run class by 6:30 until 7:15. You have to leg it after the class to get home, to prepare 4 lunches and get 4 kids out to school. My husband had meetings in the morning, so he wasn't there to help. So I had to do it all. That's 4 kids ready, 4 lunches, 4 breakfasts, teeth brush, clothes on, walking to school. We walk to school, and my daughter cycles her bike. Give yourself a break. So remember what you're saying to yourself too. Like, you want to get fit and healthy, and you're saying things like, "Oh, I'm so fat. I'm so unfit." Think of how that talk, that inner voice, that inner terrorist is ruining your vibe. You're doing something good for you, for your mind, body, soul, everything, exercise. Yet you're saying all these negative things to yourself while you're in there. Get a grip. You are lucky that you're able to work out. I was in hospital with my heart with an operation that went wrong. And I'm like, I am so grateful that my heart is beating and I can run. I can actually run and I'm fit. So remember that you can be comparing yourself against other people, but you can also be comparing yourself against your past self. Your past self was fitter. Your past self was prettier. Your past self was skinnier. Your past self had better hair because now your hair is thinning. Your past self had less wrinkles. Zero comparison, whether it's to somebody else or even to yourself, because it is a low vibrational frequency. So start thinking about areas. Become aware. Start to become aware of what you're saying to yourself and how you can snap out of that. How can you snap out of that self-talk? Like, I find myself now when I start doing things as I catch myself quite quickly. And I think the reason why I'm catching myself quite quickly is because manifestation has become such a habit for me. I have built it into my subconscious mind. All the things that I do is now based around manifestation, the gratefuls, the affirmations, the everything that I do. So the more you practice, and I was reading Matt Cook's book in the hair salon, and it said manifestation is a skill. It is a skill. You have to keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and eventually it becomes part of your daily life. It becomes a habit. It becomes part of your subconscious habits, which is what you want, because the more you're walking around with these like subconscious beliefs that you believe in yourself, you can do anything, life is good. Say that to yourself. Life is good. Everything always works out for me. I'm the luckiest manifestor ever. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm walking around telling myself. So the more you start to create these, start to practice manifestation, the gratitude, the affirmations, the more you become aware of your thoughts. And even now, like, I don't compare myself to everybody, but what you can do is you can use somebody else's success to help you on your journey. Like, I saw Mel Robbins as a podcast host go to the Golden Globes. And I was like, oh, me next. Now there's podcasters at the Golden Globes. Oh, I love that. I love that for you, Mel, but I love that for me next. Me next. Thank you. No idea when that's going to happen, but it could happen. It could happen. So if you see something that somebody else has, why not you? I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but why not you? Why can't it be you? That's the way you have to look at these things. So our manifestation lesson of the day is stop comparing yourself to somebody else or to your past self. If there's something that you want and somebody else has it, you can have it too. There's a girl, this is the last note, right? There's a girl who sent me a message, and it was a really great message, an Irish girl living in Australia, and she was like, I'm really struggling. There was this girl and she was a real bitch to me. She was really mean. She was such a mean girl and she has everything now. She has like her house is worth like 1.5 million. She's got the most gorgeous, great soulmate of a guy. He's the nicest guy ever. And now they have a baby and she's so lucky. And I've been single forever. And it's just so unfair. And like my first thought was, why the hell are you following somebody that makes you feel like this? Number one, unfollow, goodbye. If they trigger you, goodbye. Bye-bye. See ya. Like, stop putting yourself in the position that you can see their shit, the ex that you want. You're trying to, like, I've heard girls do this, and I did it myself back in the day. Like, oh, I'm just want my ex to see how great my life looks. Why? They don't give a shit anymore. They've moved on. Believe me. If they've dumped you, they've moved on. They don't care. They don't care. Like, stop trying to live your life for somebody else to prove how good your life is for an ex. Let it go. Goodbye. See ya. And if there's anybody that makes you feel like shit or triggers that emotional feeling inside you, you don't need to see it. Unfollow. And what I said to her was, you can have that too. You can have that too. It's just a preview of your life. That can be your life too. Why can't she manifested it? If she manifested the house, the baby, the soulmate, why can't you do it? Why not you? It's there for you too. It's there for everyone. Everyone can have it. You can have it too. There's no limit here. The universe does not have a limit. Just because somebody gets one thing doesn't mean we're holding back for everybody else. The pie is unlimited. There's not just 10 slices, right? So if they can have it, you can have it too. So yeah, that's it for the manifest movement. And we've got our 3 manifest challenges coming up, March, April, and May. We have got the magic, gratitude. Doesn't matter what you're manifesting, gratitude is key. April is abundance. Who doesn't want more money? Everybody wants more money. Universe, show us the money. And May is about self-worth, self-belief. So all about self-love, because you don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. So be sure to sign up and join the Manifest Movement community. It's a vibe, I promise you. See ya.